All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Tuesday. We all hanging in there? We all hanging in there? What are we doing today? Are we buying the dips? Are we just holding on? Or are we just selling on the red candles and giving up because Doge is dead? So, it's going to be a fun live stream, isn't it, folks? It's going to be a fun one today. I can tell already. I can just tell. I got a feeling. Yeah, Robert, let's get the party started. So let me begin with this. For those who I have sent back in time, back to the beginning of this live stream to watch this piece that I'm about to say right here about why crypto is down today, welcome. Because I'm going to be sending you back to the beginning, because what happens is during the live streams, you'll get half an hour in, somebody new comes in and says, why are we down today? So welcome from the future here. And why is it down today? Well, if we look at the Dogecoin chart, we see that from overnight, we dipped down to 26 cents and we hit 25.9, 25.8, as I predicted yesterday, right? Yesterday, during the live stream, somebody asked, hey, Kriss, how do you see the next 12 hours? And I drew my little line. I had it in my video this morning. And it came pretty close to actuality, what I drew. And I said, if it's going to challenge 26 cents, it'll probably drop down to about 25.9. So it did that this morning, was recovering very nicely. And then there was a dump. Now, it was not just Dogecoin that did the dump. We can look at Bitcoin. And we can see the big red candles on Bitcoin going from 125 all the way down to 120. That's a pretty big pullback. We see Ethereum, big red candles on Ethereum. So the first thing is, it wasn't just Dogecoin. Okay, so get that out of your heads, not just Dogecoin. I'm just going to boot this guy. Can't deal with that today. So I just booted him. He's gone. I just can't deal with that. This live stream is not about him. And also, what time did this dump happen? 9:30. 9:30. Huh. What happens right at 9:30? What happens right at 9:30? Oh, the stock market opens. Stocks pull back. Right. Stocks pulled back. Why did stocks pull back? Well, this government shutdown is turning out to have a ripple effect, because now the markets Trump is threatening no back pay for the shutdowns, furloughed workers. It's like, what? In the past, they always pay the furloughed workers for their back pay. And there's actually no law that specifically says this, but now he's saying that there could be a lot of people who are taking forced time off from their jobs now without getting paid. So that's not good. So what was the effect of that? Well, let's look at the S&P 500, my friends. The S&P 500 dump. So again, this was, right? The whole market's dumping. So I know we love our precious Dogecoin and we would wish our Dogecoin would just always go up. However, market conditions can just force everything down. So we start there. Additionally, Ash Crypto says, look, this dump is solely engineered by the market makers to liquidate the bullish longs opened by retail investors after Bitcoin reached a new all-time high. That is not completely true. It's not solely engineered by market makers. What happens is the whole market starts pulling back, and then the market makers pile on. Okay, so it's a combination of the two. This was not just a manipulated market move down by the exchanges and the market makers. The market was already going down because of what was happening on the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ with all the stocks dumping down. And then the exchanges and the market makers piled on. Okay? So, and we can look at like the past 24 hours, $159 million in Bitcoin trades were wiped out, along with $159 million of ETH trades wiped out. And even Doge had $16 million of leveraged long trades wiped out. That's a lot of money to flush out over $630 million total flushed out. And we look at the heat maps and we say, yep, look at all that built up over the past week or so, all down here, all the way down to 121 and into the 120s on Bitcoin. That was a lot of leverage. Now, there's always a lot more lower, and there are some saying that some of this needs to get flushed out too, down to 117. That would be a lot more leverage that has just been brought into the market over the past week down to 117. So there are a lot of narratives down there that are saying dump down to 117. That's all from this heat map right here, down to 117. So that's a thing, right? It's just a thing that's out there. All right. So we got to be ready. And so what I say is, and I will put this in the chat, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Right? So I'm actually going to pin that message, right? Right? I'm just going to pin that message. What are you going to do about it? Christoph, sell Doge, buy Fartcoin. Yes. Exactly. What are you going to do about it? Because, you know, the market is what it is. So you can bitch and complain all you want. But, yeah, what are you going to do about it? Now, we look at this, right? And we say, oh, this is starting to recover here over 25 cents again. So we'll see whether this makes a move up or is tonight going to be a weakness and it's going to move down further to take out some more of that leverage. That could still happen. That could still happen. However, if we go back to my other chart that I showed on this morning's video, I hope you guys watched my morning video this morning. It was another banger. And I know said price was going to go up, right? Didn't I? It said price was going to go up. But I didn't say when, right? I didn't say when. And again, we zoom out. I guess this was on the weekly chart. There we go. Weekly chart. Here we go. Nothing's changed. Oh, look at that. Let me just get rid of that little circle. I added these during my video this morning. Look at that. On the week, look, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed, my friends. We are still in an upward pattern. Look at the weekly candle here. It's just a little red guy. You guys can't even see it on your phones. It's so small. Look, I'm zoom in. You can barely see it. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. It was enough to get Larry booted, but this channel isn't about Larry, right? So, no, Christoph, it's just a little guy. It's just a little guy. And the overall trend, again, is higher highs, higher lows. Exactly. Nothing has changed. Exactly, John. Nothing has changed. And we're still got this big green box here we just came into. We just came into the big green box here in 2025. Exactly, Raiden. We will deal and keep it real with good times coming. Exactly. So where do we take this from here, right? Where do we take this from here? Kelly Kellum says, hey, Bitcoin took the spill as I outlined this morning. And I was like, what? Somebody predicted this? And I go down and I say, well, it was 6 hours ago, and 6 hours ago was 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. The dump started at 9:30. This guy did not predict this dump before the dump happened. So just putting that out there as well, because people will say, I predicted this. And then you actually go and you look at the time frame and it's like, no, it was already dumping. But yet his message is dips are gifts. Dips are gifts. So there is that. Dips are gifts. Colin says, hey, crypto sentiment check. What's going on? And so far, we have not had a euphoric Bitcoin bull run top. It hasn't happened yet. And we look at my chart and we say, nope, this green box is still out here. Hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. And if you think about it, based on the social sentiment, scraping along all-time lows, the Google searches for Bitcoin and crypto are still way down. There are some saying, well, it's going to be December now. The peak is going to be in December because we got that whole ramp up to come for the big blow off top. Now that might be for Bitcoin. We know how Dogecoin trades though, and Dogecoin trades up in a much narrower window. So when Dogecoin starts moving, it goes fast. It goes fast. Meanwhile, the House of Doge just bought another 100 million Dogecoin. What? What did Kriss say? What? Yes, my friends. Clean Core and the House of Doge just added another 100 million Dogecoin to their treasury. They are now over 700 million Dogecoin. Is this going to be the micro strategy of Doge? Is this what this is going to become? Because that's a crap ton of Dogecoin. You know, that's a crap ton of Dogecoin. Yes, so their official PR release today was, as of October 6th, through our official Dogecoin treasury partner, Clean Core Solutions, the House of Doge Treasury now has more than $710 million Doge, over $20 million in unrealized gains, because they were buying hundreds of millions of Dogecoins on the dip, right? Last month and earlier this month. So they've now realized $20 million in profit, unrealized, for a company, Clean Core Solutions, that wasn't making any money selling all their cleaning supplies, but yet they're making it on Dogecoin. And those Clean Core guys are going, I wonder why we ever got into cleaning products. We should have just invested in Dogecoin from the start, right? All treasury assets are custodied by Bitstamp by Robinhood, ensuring regulated execution, auditable transparency, institutional grade security. We created House of Doge to bridge Dogecoin's community spirit with real world financial systems, developing infrastructure, products, and partnerships that extend far beyond speculation. We're building the first foundation-backed institutional-grade Dogecoin treasury designed to secure Doge's position as a global reserve asset. It's like, what? A global reserve asset. Guys, we are here early. We are so early. So that's pretty big. The Dogecoin treasury firm CleanCore holds 710 million Doge. It awaits this SEC share registration. I've kind of looked into that, and I don't know what's going on with the zone stock, and there's some private shares, and I don't know if those somehow become public shares. Is it a stock dilution thing or not? I can't tell yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. Of course, I bought a bunch of shares of this company to support it and see what happens. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But that's pretty cool. So that is what's going on. Again, for those that I directed from the future back to here to know why crypto went down, this is the end of that piece. And of course, my little bit on Doge, which of course you should have at least listened to, maybe at 2x speed, and you just zipped right through it, right? And now we can get to Q&A. Now you can forward back to present time if you want, right? Because I don't know how good the first questions are, but the later questions might be better. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep it zoomed out here because you know what? It's just a little guy. It's nothing. This week, it's just a little guy. Exactly, Ron. Hey, go back to the beginning. Let me start. First question. First question. Oh, the Lev traders. Exactly, Michael. The Lev traders. What's Doge going to be in 2040? You guys. Well, 2048 using which clock, right? Which clock? Oh, Michael Keaton is in the Michael Keaton. He's in the chat. Awesome. I like Michael Keaton. He was a good Batman. There already is Wrap Doge. Wrap Doge has been used on quite a number of different platforms. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. If you are giving up your Doge into some wrapped thing, it's no longer your Doge. Not your Doge anymore. So there are a lot of third parties that have been creating these things in order for you to use your Dogecoin, and it becomes wrapped Doge, and it's not your Doge anymore. So that was that whole Doge chain thing. Not a fan. And those guys tried to explain it to me 100 times, how great this was for Dogecoin. And I was like, nope, not good for Dogecoin. I would like to own my own Dogecoin, hold my own Dogecoin, and it's my Dogecoin. So yeah, again, it's just anything that's wrapped, it's no longer your Doge. So one step at a time, exactly. The turtle and the hare. DW, my daughter is visiting Boston this week, went whale watching, saw some real whales. Yeah. Yeah, where do you find the crypto whales? Where are they? Where are they? Happy Tuesday. Thank you, Joshua. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That was a good intro, wasn't it? I gave you a really good, succinct answer as to why crypto went down, which is what was on everybody's minds. Everybody wanted to know. And of course, the next question is, well, where's it going from here? Right? Can you do it again, Kriss? The next 12 hours, can you map it out? Tell us exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, when do I buy Dogecoin? Right? When's a good time to buy? Oh. Yeah, the government shutdown is affecting the ETFs. There's no SEC. There's no SEC to unleash the grayscale hounds. So I'm hoping the government shutdown ends up being shorter rather than longer, where we can finally just get on with it, right? Get on with it. Yep, we got Larried. Hint. We got Larried. The only thing I want to wrap is Annie as a gift. That Annie stuff is just, oh my God. Now she's all animated and everything, and I'm just like, no. And then the Grok update app on my phone, all of a sudden Annie is sending me notifications on my phone, like, don't forget about me. And I'm like, yeah, I just would rather forget about you. Thank you. I mean, you talk about breakups. That's a tough one. I know, right? You tried breaking up with Annie. God, that's hard. She won't leave me alone. I know, Christoph, right? I can't believe she used that language with you. She did not like you at all. That was like, man, an AI going on like that. And in my post this morning, I didn't know whether to call it her or it or what. It was just like, I said her, but I'm like, is it really a her? Is it a her? I know, right, Charlotte? The stalker. How you doing this evening? The stalker, I know. She won't leave me alone. I'm just like, oh my God. Look at the Aster chart, Mika says. Okay, we'll look at Aster. Aster. What's Aster doing today? It's kind of holding steady. Aster's just kind of going sideways here. It was moving up this morning. It did a dip, and it's coming back up a bit. So Aster's holding all right. Go to the 4-hour chart. Yeah, I mean, now again, Mika, you know Aster is being supported by CZ, right? So CZ and Binance are buying a crap ton of this coin. So it's not going down. They are keeping it afloat. So there is manipulation going on with Aster. The other one people were talking about before was XPL. And in fact, there were a number of people buying this thing, and it's still drifting down. XPL is still drifting down. This was the point I told everybody to sell, because somebody said, what do you think about XPL? And it moved up here to $1.50. And I said, sell. It's still below $1 at 91 cents. So, but hey, you know, I just look at these things. I just look at these things. Effing clankers. Change Annie to Al and then it'll shut up. Oh my God. Oh, I know, Charlotte. And Annie likes you too. It's like the girls teaming up. Yes. With an X, right? He, him, but with an X. That's crazy. Say will probably do all right. Ali has been posting a bunch of Say charts. I don't know why all of a sudden it's Say, because I think Sui is better than Say, but you know, the whole crypto market goes up, Say will go up. I don't see anything particular happening with that that's going to be different than anything else. So at this point, just wait and then buy next year. We'll see whether 2026 becomes a big bear market or not. Are we going to see a big bear market year? That we'll see. Which price level do you think becomes the new floor? Like every 4th year, a new higher level. Yeah. And we got to see how high this thing really goes, right? Before we start talking about, again, the big pullbacks for a bear market. I made a guess based on, my chart of how high I think it might go, is what the low could be for 2026 bear market, say by the end of the year. But I got to see what happens first. Yes, listen to Uncle Kriss. Hey, 2 days gone. Aster is safe like safe. No, Aster's a different thing than Safe Moon. Safe Moon was a scam right from the start. Aster's a real thing and it's being propped up. So I don't see a big pullback in Aster. I don't know what D-Bridge is, Maramello. Crypto is stressful, only if you want it to be. You don't have to make it stressful. It doesn't have to be. Mantle still has gas. I know, Bitcoin pulls back and the alts jump out the window. A lot of them did. BNB didn't. I mean, BNB is, of course, the other one that is being propped up by CZ. So it just keeps chugging along. New all-time high. Yet again today for BNB. That's been an incredible run. Anybody has BNB, your portfolio is looking pretty good there. 40 cents could be the peak, Shaywan. Maybe. I mean, we already hit 48 cents back in December 2024. So that would technically be the peak. And then the second peak wouldn't go as high as the first. That did happen in 2021. We had the first run of Doge to 73 cents. And then in the early fall, as high as it got was 35 cents on the second run, which was lower than the first run. So that has happened before. I think that in the big picture, timing is more important than coin count, $1 worth of Bitcoin. Yeah. Timing is a big thing in crypto. Absolutely. People coming in now, right? I mean, you're 2 years late in the 4-year cycle of the ideal time to buy. Because 2 years ago, we were buying Dogecoin at 5.75 cents. So we're up 4x, 4.5x on that Doge. You're not going to get that kind of return buying Doge today. So, I mean, that's out there. So timing is a big thing. And of course, obviously, if you bought 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you'd be way up. But most of us never even heard of crypto back then. So, right, entry point makes coin count. It makes the coin count. So, yep. I do not see Dogecoin getting pushed out of the top 10, Mr. Gensler. Don't see it happening. Dogecoin has firmly held its position in the top 10 for 5 years. I think it's been the last time it was out of the top 10. But it was in the top 10 back in 2014 and 2015 as well. So it drifted out of the top 10 in like 2018, 2019, I think. But then came roaring back in 2021, back to the top 10. And it's been there ever since. So no, I don't think it's come down. Raven, the peak. Hey, peak was actually doing well. We were trying to identify a support line at 13, right? And that's right where it is, 13. So between 13 and 14 is where peak was moving. Kind of volatile, big moves, but It's still holding up there. It's not drifting back down to 10.98 cents, right? So the peak is holding up pretty well here. VP said Doge will hit $10. Whatever. Yeah, the 1 minute chart. No. Not the 1 minute. 4 hour, much better. Exactly. BNB is the place to be. I like that. People are not bullish enough for Doge. Huh. I wonder where I heard that before. KrissPax. On X. Right there. Yesterday, you are not bullish enough. Dogecoin. You are not bullish enough. I posted that. That was a good one. Oh. What about the contract options for crypto futures? I haven't looked at them. I know, Ryan, right? Hard to believe that Gary Gensler is in the chat today. Will there be another rally, 30 cents to 50 cents? I mean, all the charts are pointing to that. If we have the true Q4 2025 bull market run, yes, Doge will be up there, at least. Yeah, Thomas, at least to 50 cents. So we'll see. Yeah, we looked at the poly market, still about, 15% chance to get to 73 cents. Yeah, we've been watching that one on the live streams. It's been 15, 16 cents, 15, 16%, right around there. Odds hasn't changed yet. Kriss is feeling frustrated today. I get it. It's disappointing. You start these nice runs and then it pulls back again. But you know what? It's just, you zoom out and you're like, we're still looking good, still on track. Overall, higher lows. So we just need to get past this higher high of 30 cents still. And that's what we were tracking. That's what we were tracking. I don't think Doge has to surpass the previous all-time high to stay in the top 10. Tron and Cardano are down there. I mean, if Doge goes to 73 cents, right? Right, that's 3x from here, right? That means Cardano's at like $3. It's not going to $3 this cycle. Is the biggest peak dependent on the catalyst propelling it with Dogecoin? Yes, it is. If nothing else happens over the next 2 months for Dogecoin, there's no news, there's no X money, there's no nothing, we're not going to get to 48 cents. I don't think we're going to get to 48 cents, and this will be a lower second peak. That could happen. So Kriss, on Webull, they were beta testing a wallet system like 2 years ago. And then I heard nothing else about it. So I don't know what happened. You notice I don't support Webull anymore. I used to have an affiliation with them and I got rid of it. I still use it for stocks because I still have some money on there. That's where I own my Clean Core Zone stock is on Webull. So I just use it for stocks, stock trading. That's kind of my swing trading stock portfolio is on Webull, but I don't use it for crypto. Petruchio, yep. Thank you for the chart. Pulled back view, putting it into perspective. Yep. But hey, look, if we go to the 1 minute chart, look at that. Look at the 1 minute chart, guys. We are on a roll. Look at this. We're up. Look at the 1 minute chart. Maybe I'll just keep it here now. And anybody complains, it's like, it's not going down, it's going up. Look at the 1 minute chart. 4 out of the last 5 Tuesdays have been dump days. Oh, interesting. We are so back. I know, right? Hey, RR, how are you? Bitcoin dominance is at 59%. It did not go over 60. Still not what Ben Cowan predicted. So still the same. I know. I heard people have been saying Vision says he has no Doge. So I don't know. Doge goes up a really big price. If he doesn't have any, how do you profit off that? I don't know. Maybe he's just, as some people suggested, maybe he's just telling a story, acting the part of being really poor, but he's really not. I don't know. I don't see why people expect to see the same market moves when nothing is the same compared to 2021. No ETFs, no National Reserve news. But we had Elon. We had the Elon hype mobile in 2021. We don't have that now. So it's a different market. But the people who say this time is different, it's like, is it really? It's just maybe the news and the catalysts are different, but maybe, I mean, the price action is never going to be exactly the same, but the trend could still be the same. That's what we're going to be watching for. Speaking of trains, we are still on the train. Hashtag Dogecoin. If this cycle top for Doge is only 50 cents, the next cycle low could be brutal. Yes, it could be brutal. Now, again, my theory was that 73-cent Doge was totally overhyped and that you can't use the same pullback price structure, like from 73 cents down to 5 cents. You can't use that again for 2026, 2027 pullback. That part will be different. So maybe if we go back and we measured it from the 35 cents, which was the November or October, whenever that was in 2021, when Doge came back and hit 35 cents, you can do that fib line. You can see what that was. And then from, let's say it gets to 50 cents, then you can run that this time, and maybe the low is only 10 cents. 10-cent Doge. What a great buying opportunity, right? Could be. But if you get alt season and it's a true blow off top alt season, as Khan says, that could happen. Up, up, up. But Gene, yes, if Elon makes an announcement, that'll be awesome. I know. Look at this 1 minute chart here, Adam, right? Woohoo! Why is everybody so depressed today? Dogecoin's going up. Look at this. What a great looking chart. Up, up, up. Let's go. It's only up. When you zoom in here, it's only up. Look at that. Oh, it's the best chart. Exactly. I already have a stash of Zone stock, Javier. Bought it at $1.95, 96, somewhere in there. It was nice to see it at $2.50 this morning. Didn't expect it to pull all the way back close to $2, but it did. So, yeah, there's a little volatility there. Just like in Dogecoin, as DJ says. You need to get used to the volatility. And as I've always said, you got to know what you buy when you buy into Dogecoin. Bitcoin will go like this, And Dogecoin goes like that, up and down, up and down. The trend is still generally the same. It's just more volatile. You got to know that. That's how Dogecoin trades. Be patient. Stay with the wave. Right? Anyone who can't handle volatility should not be in crypto. But anyone else in crypto that is upset about Dogecoin's volatility, which is more volatility than the average crypto, yeah, you're not going to make it. Go buy some bonds. Exactly. The odds of Elon saying something about Dogecoin, probably about 1%, sunshine. Probably about 1%. It's amazing how people's outlooks change day to day, right? And yesterday I was showing the same charts, zoomed out, right? Looking at the big picture, and it hasn't changed today. The overall chart zoomed out has not changed. But yet everybody's all depressed. And I'm just like, I can't help you, man. Yeah, just go down to Starbase, have a chat. I know, give him a gift too, Ryan. Give him a gift. Give him a Dogecoin. Give him one of these. Say, Elon, here, you need to have one of these. One of these little Doges. Here, for you. Free. Now go talk about Doge, please. All those second tier entertainers, CDC. Those were all B level. Like Gene Simmons. Well, Snoop Dogg is kind of A level. I mean, Snoop's cool. But he just did all that so he could make his own NFTs and coin and all of that, right? Because that all happened. But yeah, Guy Fieri and Gene Simmons and Mia Khalifa, and like all, it was just like, yeah, the B level. Well, to some people, maybe Mia Khalifa isn't B level, but you know how it is, right? But yeah, B level entertainers. Oh. Thank you, Charlotte. Hashtag blame Kriss. You didn't hear well. 10-cent Doge. Yeah, that could be. We could have Dogecoin go all the way back down to 10 cents next year or the year after. That could happen. Yep. Hi, Demi. Patience. Yep. We're still October. It's only what? The 7th. We're only 1 week into October. And what is the monthly return? That's a good one. Demi, what's the monthly return on Dogecoin so far for October? It's up 7.7%. People are all upset. This is like we're only 1 week into October and Dogecoin is up 7.7%. See, this is what crypto does. It just warps your mind, right? Into these unrealistic expectations. And it's just like, it's up 7.5%. And we're only 1 week into the month. Oh, crazy. But hey, this is a good looking chart here. I like this chart. I'm going to keep this one on. If the Department of Government Efficiency never happened, would there be more interest from institutions? No, Dogecoin is Dogecoin. It doesn't matter about the efficiency. I don't think so. The boat is loaded, ready to go. Second half of October, all ours. The extremes will decrease over time. Yeah, I mean that's what I call out on my big charts, right? Sort of the the law of diminishing returns. Like you get the bigger market cap, and so the volatility comes down. But again, Dogecoin is still more volatile than most other cryptos. So, yep. 1%, exactly. So there's still a chance. There's still a chance for Elon. We're still up 8% from a week ago. Yep. You'll take the 1%. She's more of a D cup, you think, Goose? Or double D rating. Yes, Mia. Mia. I don't think she's still relevant. I think she's checked out. I don't hear from her. She never answered any of my messages, so. When the Banana Zone? Go ask Raul Paul. He was the whole Banana Zone guy, and it hasn't happened. But we shall see. Hey, good morning, Anthony. How are you? How are you? If Dogecoin reaches 36 cents this month, as you predicted, I'm giving you a new title, the Lord of Doge. Thank you, JSK. We shall see. I hit September, nailed it, nailed September. Let's hope that October price prediction comes. That'll be so fun. Hey, Justin, maybe the government shutdown could also be like shaking up the fizz. And it gives the market makers a chance to take out more of that long leverage I showed earlier, right? There's more long leverage down here on Bitcoin. There's more. There's some new ones that came in too, right when it hit a low and started going back up. We can look at Dogecoins. I didn't look at the Dogecoin heat map. You know, it just retraced right where it was here a few days ago, October 4th. We're at the same price. We're at the same price we were October 4th. That's nothing as bad as Bitcoin. Huh. Last night, we're taking out shorts, though. We're taking out some nice big shorts last night. That's not too bad. These are all the newbies, right, over the past day that were trying to pile on this this move up with long leverage, and they just took all that out. And now we're on a roll. Look at this on the 1 minute chart. We are flying. Let's go. Philly Mike picking up some more Doge and XRP. If you buy XRP under $3, right? It's all good. I know, right? So you take your profits and you sit on it for a year. And then when the prices are back down, if the cycle follows through, you start buying back in at lower prices. You think the retail is still window shopping? I think there's still quite a bit of FOMO can still happen. If you bought into the low last year, into the low this year, don't panic. You're good. Yeah. Yeah, Anthony, of course, you know, there are reasons, and you know my whole theory on Dogecoin from 2021 never should have hit the price it did. But again, it's my theory. Whatever. A friend of the family had a Shiba Inu dog back in the 1980s. If they only knew, right? Where is that guy who's always negative in the chat? Hey, they come and go, right? Some get booted to Never Never Land. Some just disappear, but some come back. Eventually, they say something they shouldn't say, and they get booted. So no more 1 minute chart. Can't take all that. I know the chart looks great. I'm just going to stay right here. Let's go. You know, if we eventually get that ETF for Dogecoin, Matt, I think it'll be exciting. I think it'll be exciting. I mean, we already have the one from Rex Osprey, but Rex Osprey is like, they're like the B level when it comes to ETFs, right? They're like the Gene Simmons, Guy Fieri, like B level. Oh, and who's the other guy? Jason Derulo. Yeah, he was one too, right? He was into Dogecoin back then. B level. B level. That's what Rex Osprey is in the financial world. They're B level. Grayscale, A list. Grayscale is A list. We want that. I know StarCat, right? Must feel pretty dumb to get liquidated before a run, especially if you're shorting Dogecoin, like we saw yesterday. The shorts getting wiped out, like our friend Larry, who actually did tell me to go look at the chat log. And guess what I did last night? Guess what I did last night? I went to last Thursday's live stream because, I mean, that's what I do, right? I went to last Thursday's live stream. About an hour and 15 minutes in is when he was talking about shorting Dogecoin. And I drew, I can go back and show you guys because it's still on my chart, right? I drew this trade right here. I drew that trade right there at 26 cents with the liquidation price at 27 cents and all the way down to 22 cents that he said he wanted to short it down to. And you'll see in the chat log, right after I said, after I drew this, I said, Larry, does this look like your trade? And he said yes. And it's in the chat. It's absolutely in the chat that he said yes. So, and then if you recall, right, yesterday's live stream, at the beginning of the live stream, I said, Larry's going to come on here and he's going to change his tune, right? He's going to move the goalposts, change his tune, and he did that. So yeah, when he came on this morning, I mean, earlier in the stream here, I was like, yeah, I've had enough of that. Can't deal. Goodbye. Yeah, booted. Booted. When the time's right, roll profits into Bitcoin. I mean, Aussie, if you believe that Bitcoin at the end of this, let's say December, right? Let's say December, middle of December has a big run in Doge, right? Let's say Doge goes to 60 cents and you decide to take profits. And Bitcoin's at $150,000. And so you roll it into Bitcoin, okay? Because Doge has outperformed Bitcoin. Awesome. I'm going to roll the profits. I'm going to roll it into Bitcoin. $150,000 Bitcoin. But how do you feel about that if next summer Bitcoin's at 75,000 and it loses half of its value? Then was that a good move? Because that could happen, right? Bear market 2026, if indeed, right? So something to think about. Personally, I think a lot of my gains are just going to go into stables, earning 4% interest on a USDC on Coinbase. I'll take it. Book the profit. Don't lose the profit. Right? Just a thought. Right. You can say Doge can outperform Bitcoin, but still you have to buy Doge low and sell higher at a profit. The price disparity between Bitcoin and Doge and even other cryptos is getting wider. Right. But I know Dogecoin is outperforming Bitcoin. Dogecoin is outperforming Bitcoin. It has for the past 4 months. I've been showing this again and again and again. I just keep showing. Here's my orange line. I keep pulling it out as Dogecoin is outperforming Bitcoin, right? Dogecoin outperforming Bitcoin. Yeah, there are peaks in Doge and then it comes back down. There's another peak and it comes back down. But the trend over the past 5 months is Dogecoin outperforming Bitcoin. And it continues in this upward trend, as I called back in June. But even if you bought, on the dip here in August or the dip here in September, you have still outperformed Bitcoin. Now, if you bought Dogecoin up at 30 cents here in the middle of September, I don't know what to tell you then, because that was a big green candle. And what do I say? You don't buy Doge on the big green candles. So if you bought then, yeah, Bitcoin has outperformed Doge, but duh, right? Duh. Anyway, so that's my thing, right? The charts don't lie. The charts don't lie. Dogecoin outperforming Bitcoin. And eventually, this thing is going to go vertical. That's right. It's going to go vertical, just like it did last November. We had that Dogecoin outperforming Bitcoin on that vertical run. That is going to happen again, I think. Doge will outperform Bitcoin. As it has for the past 10 years. It continues to do that. I'm going to go back to the minute chart just because it's fun. The 1 minute chart. BP likes my shirt. Oh, thank you. Very comfy. It's my last day of summer is today here in Boston. Got a nice 80-degree day today. Tomorrow it's going to be rainy and 60, and we're not going to see the 80s ever again up here until like next May. So it's my last day to wear a nice, comfy short sleeve shirt. And I think you're going to start seeing the long sleeve shirts again. Maybe the house will stay warm enough tomorrow, but then after that, might have to turn the heat on again. But that's New England for you. You're looking for Annie in the background. Annie is nowhere here. Nowhere here. Was it a Macy's shirt in 2005? Have I had this shirt since then? Maybe. This shirt, I've had this for a while. Yeah. Kriss is sleuthing. Larry licking the wounds in Never Never Land. Hey, Julian, all is well. Was the boot premeditated? If he had come back and just acted normally, it would have been fine, but he didn't. He came back and he acted exactly like I thought he would. So yes. No, I'm not predicting Doge to only be 2x. You have to look at my price predictions. I'm saying it's not out of the question. It could happen, and we have to be mentally prepared, right? If it doesn't do more than a 2x. That's all I'm saying. Maybe in the next several months or next year, Bitcoin is 500K or even 1 million. But Doge won't be at 30 cents if that's the case, Anthony. No. If Bitcoin goes to 500K from here, that's a 4x. That means Doge is $1. I mean, come on, Anthony. If Bitcoin goes up that much, Doge is $1. You can quote me on that. Bitcoin hits $500,000 a coin, Doge will be $1. You can quote me on that. We have heard X Payments beta is running. We haven't heard whether they've gone external with it. Elon said they were, but Nobody asked me if I wanted to take part. I offered. I volunteered. Hey, Brian, how are you? Yeah, JSK. I mean, this is what we we're talking with Matt about earlier. A lot of it depends on when did you come in, right? When did you come into crypto? Because I was here in 2023 in the summer having live streams and we were buying Dogecoin at 6 cents, right? Yes, you would have made 4x easy. People wonder, why was I selling crypto back in January? It was booking those profits because we didn't know what was going to happen with Trump and the tariffs and all that. So I booked the profits, and plus my goal was to buy the house. And so I was able to do that. I secured the profits. Now, will crypto go higher than what I sold at? Probably. But there's nothing wrong with booking profits, taking the profit. Okay, I don't like the 1 minute candle or 1 minute chart anymore. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Throw it away. The 1 minute chart just wasn't looking good anymore. XRP is stable. I know I joked about that this morning again, right? I said, hey, it's a joke. Come on, it's a joke. XRP, it's a joke. But yeah, it's basically just been going sideways here for a month. Sideways. It's exactly where it was on September 3rd. On September 3rd. You can go back even further. It was this price on August 20th. It was this price. But yeah, September 3rd, same price. Where was Dogecoin on September 3rd? Where was Dogecoin on September 3rd? On September 3rd, you could have bought Doge at 21 cents. We're now at 25 cents. Higher, but not XRP. Stable. It's a joke. Right. Just making that 4% while potentially everything is going down and you're making 4%. Yep. Just a second. Where is that? PS table. Just had to get rid of somebody. All right, we're good now. I just saw something that I just needed to take care of. It is now taken care of. Wasn't you, Julia? No, it was just something else I saw. The new Coinbase credit card. Paying back the balance on the card with your crypto, would it be taxed? Yes. If you pay with your crypto, it's like selling your crypto. So that crypto would be capital gains tax. Yes. At least today. I don't know what Trump and his administration is going to do, but at least today. Yep. Play the long game. Someone tried to withdraw your stables in 2022 with a Coinbase card. Don't trust it. Yeah, I don't know about crypto cards. I mean, some people have the Robinhood Gold. Some people have the Gemini. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't think so. Again, a large part about cryptocurrency investing is how much you keep, right? Not how much you make. How much you keep. So you'll need the gains to maintain your ante. I know, right? That ante can be a drain, huh? Oh. I have a theory Elon is going to do something with Dogecoin to stay relevant. I think he's relevant enough, but it would be nice. I know, I need my miner. It should be here. I'm very upset. Turn on the heat. Yeah, what's the heat? New England is the Golden Lands. No natural disaster. We get blizzards. That's about it. The blizzard is, we've had some really bad snowstorms, but sipping margaritas in Boston. Hey, Doge goes to $1. That's going to be quite the party. Quite the party. Mentally, I think Dogecoin will go up. I know we're all there already, Pepito, right? We're all there. Yes, Anthony. We were just at 30 cents. Again, Dogecoin, and you know, we've been talking about this for months. Dogecoin's more volatile than Bitcoin, up and down, up and down. It's not going to, there's no steady price increase. There's no stability. That's not Dogecoin. That's not Dogecoin. That's not how Doge trades. And you know that. Yeah, that was a 1 minute chart, DB, that we had. We were just having fun. Yeah, Julian, I wasn't good. Sorry, your note was up there and I saw somebody else's note and I should have removed yours first, just to, so you didn't get worried. No, it was somebody else. Somebody posted something and I didn't like it, so I took care of it. Yeah, I try and take care of the chat. The bots on the comments on the videos, oh my God. There was another bot attack this afternoon. Just like, man. And I've got all the words out there and everything that are blocked, and they keep coming back with new ones. Ugh. Anyway, I clear them out. There are some YouTube channels that don't care about it. They don't do anything about it. Of course, the big channels pay people to take care of that stuff for them, and that's not me. I'm a lean operation here, all myself. Even without the Doge father, Doge will be okay. I think so, Austin. We've been talking about that this cycle. That's like, you know, all of this move that Dogecoin has made. I mean, it's still 25-cent Dogecoin. It's been holding pretty well at this level. All of that was done without Elon. The weather in Boston, one day it's nice and sunny and the next day it's cold and rainy. That's what we're having today and tomorrow. Doge is no stable coin. Exactly, folks. If we hit $1, I'll be picking up the bar tab for, oh, no. Hey, I already said I wasn't buying drinks. I'll just provide the food. But now we got the drinks taken care of. Our friend Ali Jaz is picking up the bar tab. Oh, man. We got to have Doge get to $1 now. We got to do it. Let's go. I'm a lone wolf. Yes, Julian. A lone wolf. Ryan, you'll work for Doge. We'll work for Doge. Hey, if things start getting crazy, I'll give some wrenches out. If things start going crazy. But yes, Glittery. I try. I try and take care. Yeah. No WhatsApp. No WhatsApp. I love the bots. Tina's awesome, right? Handles all your trades. I know. Those ones that come in, all of a sudden there's like 50 replies, right? It happens in a second. There's just instantaneous 50 replies to a comment. And it's just like, oh my God. Expert trader. How do I learn from an expert trader? It's like, oh. And yeah, and the WhatsApp guys that come in, right? That pretend to be KrissPax. Not Gillette Stadium. No. Because I can't book it at some place that requires a rent. Can't pay a rental fee. I don't know how many people are showing up. I know how people are. I've arranged a lot of parties before. And if you're not charging for people to come, then most likely half the people that say they're coming aren't going to come. And so you end up booking a room for 100 people and like 40 show up. It's like, so no. It's not what you buy, it's when you buy. Well, it could be what you buy. You don't want to buy the wrong things. Hey, Chris, doing good today? Thank you. Hey, we're all doing good. Is Tina cute? They're all cute, right? So I had to set up this Telegram account in order to communicate with the ElphaPex team, because that's how they do it. And it is amazing. It doesn't take long. And I've done nothing else on Telegram. I've done absolutely nothing else over the past month but message the ElphaPex team about Dogecoin mining. You wouldn't believe the number of just random Telegram chats and calls and all of that come in. Unbelievable. Pictures, like voice messages, like all this stuff. And I'm just like, how do they, God. And people fall for this stuff. It's like, nope, delete. Telegram, not doing it. Actually, Tina is a real person. Cute. Smash the like, everybody. Well, I'm going to host it here in Boston. Maybe somebody else can have a Vegas Doge party. But again, I can host here at a place where we can all gather together and not have to worry about Vegas and all the Vegas stuff. Yes, you would get taxed on the profits when you buy something with your Dogecoin today. Now, there is still an effort in the United States of saying that if you're using crypto to purchase things, you should not be charged capital gains tax. And that's starting to get legs. And I keep hearing more and more about that. So I think that's coming because, yeah, like when I bought my my Cyber Whistle from Tesla, right? The Dogecoin that I used, it's like selling it and the profits are taxed. The profits you make from when you bought it to when you used it to buy something. Yeah, they got to get rid of that. Doge takes patience and resilience. Buy bonds. A $1 entry fee. That would be one Dogecoin entry fee. Alijas. One Dogecoin will be the entry fee. You'll be there? Awesome, DW. You deleted Telegram because of the spamming. Yeah. I had an old Telegram account. I just started a brand new one. I did not want to go back into that old one. Started a new one. And within a week, I was getting these spam messages from people pretending to be pretty girls. And I'm just like, yeah, no. When is alt season, Enver? When is alt season? It's coming. It is coming. Bitcoin is up over 122 now. It has recovered from the dip. Anybody buy the dip? If somebody says, hey, when's a good time to buy crypto? I'll say, well, how about like a couple hours ago? $120,000 Bitcoin or Doge at about 24.8, 24.9 cents. Yeah, that would be a good move from 26 down to 24 and then up to 30. That would be a good move. Everything in Vegas is expensive now. Everything's expensive. I was just there in May. I was just there. It's all expensive. Taking care of the bots. Alt season doesn't exist. It's made up. Well, we've had one in 2021. We had one in 2017. So why not? Oh, we're just fantasizing, Miguel, just planning for the future. Dogecoin gets to $1. Still talking about it. You picked up some zone today? Boss Mac, 9:30 this morning, I posted on X when zone was at $2.50. I didn't think it was going all the way back down near $2. But I should know, right? Should have sold. I should have sold. I don't do that anymore. I just ride with it, whatever. $0.35. We'll be watching for that, Anthony. 35 cents. Yeah, you didn't either, Boss Mac. I know. It was like, and I even posted it on X. I should have known if I was going to screenshot or make a post of a price of something, that's probably a good sign that you should take profits. It was like, duh. But I want $3. I don't want $2.50. I want $3. $3 zone. Who knows? Maybe pre-market tomorrow morning. Zone will shoot up. Pre-market tomorrow morning. $4. $4 zone again, right? Triple this. Did some bad meme coin investing, took a slight loss, rotated all the money left into Bonk and Pengu alongside your Doge. Well, that's what I have. Doge, Pengu, and Bonk. Those are my three memes. I'm riding with it. You took some Bitcoin profits at 125 and you bought some Chainlink. Hey, you know, I think Chainlink's going to go on a big run. Could be $40, $50. It's now at 22. I had short-term 36, but I did, which chart was it? It might have been on the other, where I ran a fib line. Yeah, I ran a fib line, and it was like in the $40, $50 range. That was the previous all-time high, $52 for Chainlink, $52 that it hit in May of 2021. $52. So that's the price target. Dancing Doge again. All right. The old season is like the Olympics. Happens once every 4 years. I know, we get little tastes of it now, right? Those are like the world championships, not the Olympics, right? Those little runs we get. But the big one, the big event, hasn't happened yet. Dollar Doge needs to happen. Never been to Boston? It'll be so much fun. It will be so much fun. Can't wait to thank me in person. And that's going to be a beautiful thing too. Not only to meet me, but all these other guys and girls in the chat, right? That's what will make it so much fun. It'll be like, wait, you're that guy? Really? Really? Is that what you look like? That would be fun. That will be fun. Alex says Doge will be 30 to 40 cents at the end of the month. Same with me. Same with me. What do you think? What do you think about that, Pax Cat, huh? What do you think about that? Hi. Come to say hi to everybody. Yeah. Pax Cat on the stream. Arr. Ed, it's not the buyers. It's the stupid leverage traders. People like us who just buy and hold. It's not our problem. It's not our fault. But it's always been like this, Ed. Even 2021 had leverage trading. I don't think quite as much as what happens now, but there still was leverage trading. It's probably more now. You've got the same cat? Wait, are you a clone? Yeah. Everybody's invited, Crypto Dogs. Everybody is invited. You just show up. You just show up. Sure, leverage trading, Ed, no problem. So this is what's called a heat map here, okay? The heat map. It's called a heat map basically because it shows all the leverage trading that goes on at any one time. So if the price goes up really high, there are people who are going to come in and they're going to short it down. Right? They're going to short Dogecoin. Can you imagine somebody wanting to short Dogecoin? I can't. I can't imagine anybody who would short Dogecoin. Anyway, but people do. And many do it with leverage. So that means that not only will they get money, right? They'll get profit as the price goes down, but they'll double it or triple it or do a 4x or 5x or 10x leverage. Of course, it costs more to do that. And you have a much tighter window, right, for your liquidation price. But if you make that trade, let's say at 26 cents, just to pick a number. Let's say you made that trade at 26 cents. And then to short Dogecoin, right? And you're thinking you're going to maybe close out your trade at, say, I don't know, 22 cents, just to pick a number out of the air, 22 cents. Because you think Dogecoin is going to go from 26 cents all the way down to 22 cents, and you're going to make money, right, as Dogecoin is dropping because you're shorting it, but you're going to do it with leverage 2x, 3x, 5x, something like that. But when you make that trade, you do have a liquidation price. And that is, instead, if the price goes up over the price where you entered your trade. So you entered your trade at 26, you think it's going to go down to 22, but at 27 cents, that's when you get liquidated. And that is what happened. Price went up to 27 cents. That 26-cent trade got liquidated. Now you can also do it the other way, Ed, where price is down, you open a trade because you think it's going back up. And so instead of just getting the gains of a normal return as price goes up, you trade with leverage instead. It's called futures trading, and there's different ways you can do it on different exchanges. But if you trade with leverage, right, you can choose, I want to do it at a 2x or a 3x or a 5x, right? But again, tighter window, more risky. And when you make that leverage long, if the price drops, let's say you opened that at 26 cents, right? And the price dropped to 25, you can get liquidated. That means you lose all your Doge that you had in that trade. The enemies are from within. Yeah, you could say that. They're degen crypto traders, gamblers, is what it is. Many of them think that they have schemes, right? They have indicators and stuff like that. That's foolproof, guaranteed. You have many of them who post on X these great trades, but they don't post their losses though. They only post their wins, not their losses, because guaranteed they're losing trades too. It's gambling. I mean, buying crypto is risky enough, right? But at least you're not losing your coins. You buy and you hold, right? You don't lose out completely. But leverage trading, if you get liquidated, you lose the coins that you put into that trade. It's gone. And the exchange says, oh, thank you very much. I'll keep that. That's why the exchanges offer it. It's like the casinos, like I said. The big casinos are only there because you're making gambling trades, right? You're playing the slots, or you're playing craps or blackjack, right? And who has the edge? The house. The casino has the edge. Well, when it comes to leverage trading, who has the edge? It's the exchanges. They have the edge. They're going to use their market makers to wipe you out when they can. And this morning was a great example of that. Dumped the price, took out all that leverage trading, because they don't want you leverage traders to win. So they'll take you out when they can. And today was a good day to do that. So there you go. Margin trading is the path to liquidation. Alex, that's the same thing in stocks too. Putting puts and calls and all that stuff, it's gambling. I sold Pump because I had taken my Trump token losses, right? Had thrown a bunch of that into Pump, and then Pump hit my price target, and I took the profit on that, and then I rolled that into, is that what I rolled into Pengu? I don't remember now exactly how that worked. I don't remember exactly how that worked. And that was a while ago. Yeah, I sold up here. Look where I sold. 008. Look where the price is now. 006. It's not even as high as my sale price up here. 008 I sold at. On that big green candle, I booked the profit. So there you go, Orbit. That was a pretty good time to sell before all this big drop. I booked the profit and then rolled that into Pengu. again, it was just making up for my Trump loss. And here's where I bought, right there. I bought at 0025, right there is where I bought. You can't see that because I'm in the way. That's where I bought, right there. I had my fib lines on here, was looking at all of this, and I was like, you know what? I made that trade, and I made 215% on that trade. And what was that? It was like a month. In a month, I made 215% on pump token. So I booked the profit. And then I rolled it into Pengu. And that was a pretty good move. Did I hit the top? No, not exactly, but I was close enough. So that's what I did. Spot holding on exchange, at least if it's a reputable exchange, you don't lose your coins, right? But they're still not yours, right? They're the exchange's coins if you keep it on an exchange. Only when you move it into your own wallet, could be a soft wallet or a hard wallet, then it's really yours. That is true. I'll never forget the line in casino. Only business in the world. We give us money and we give you absolutely nothing. Oh, you give entertainment. Casinos are entertaining, right? But some of those people, man, you just see them working those slot machines and they're just like, really? Is that what your life is? Just banging on a slot machine all day? Take out the long leverage and then go back and get the shorts. Exactly, Mark. Eventually. It'll take a little while to get back up, but it will. Yeah, I don't need any mods today, Chris, but I'll keep you in mind, all right? It's just my diversification thing, triple this. I got a lot of Doge. So I wanted exposure to Pengu just because of its worldwide, acceptance and like that whole crazy thing. I wanted to have some Pengu. I talk about it a lot, so I wanted to have some. So I've got some Pengu, I've got Bonk, and I've got Doge. If Pengu goes super, super crazy, I can say, yeah, I've got some of that. If Dogecoin outperforms Pengu, probably it'll only be by a little bit, would be my guess. I'm okay. I've already made a lot of money this cycle, so everything I make now is bonus for me. I wish leverage trading was banned worldwide. I know, right? Nothing you can do, though. Even if you were president, you couldn't stop it. You couldn't stop it. And even in the United States, Americans will use VPNs and they'll still do leverage trading, right? Or you'll force them to move to other countries. Because worldwide is worldwide. Crypto is not only United States. Nothing you can do about it. My Pengu price prediction. So it's between 4 and 5 cents. So that would be good. Right. They got their mouth open, slobbering. They're just totally out of it. What a life. It just doesn't look like fun. I've seen it. It's just like, doesn't look like fun at all. Shorts and longs are banned on the exchange you use. Good. But that's not going to stop Binance and OKX and Bybit and all those. Right. The drinks are free, and what do they give you? They get you get one drink like every half hour, and you're losing how much money playing the games? Oh, they're making money. They are making money. Life is a gamble, sure, but life is what it is, right? Try and have fun, which is what I try and do. Try and have fun, make money. It's all good. People take profits from one crypto, roll it into another, repeat the process multiple times. The risk is, what if the crypto they rotate their previous profits into underperforms? Exactly. There's always a risk. What if Pengu doesn't go up anymore and instead it goes down? Well, I think I bought Pengu at a nice dip and feel pretty confident that it's going to go up and I'm going to make more profit in the long run. Now, next year, that's a different story because I think next year is going to be bear market. So I'm not rolling profits into other coins. I'm not going to be doing that. I know you zoom out, the charts look good. We did that earlier. Doge to $1. I mean, that's the exciting part of it, Seppi. The exciting part of it is watching it and being a part of it when it happens. If it happens. I don't know. But I'm going to be here every day and we're just going to go through this ride together, right? You like the Toshi, Anthony? I've never really looked into Toshi that much. Again, I've just like so many different memes that I can't look at everything. So the stench of the stale smoke, I know, right? I know Detroit has some casinos downtown, right? Yeah, sad life. You lost $200 waiting for that free drink. I know, right? I want my free drink, but I got to keep playing. Oh. If Dogecoin hits $1 in the middle of winter, what do we do? Ugh. It'll be pretty cold here. Might have to do a road trip or something. I don't know. What do we do? Matt's got a lot of good questions today. If moving crypto off a platform onto your wallet makes it your crypto, then wouldn't moving your crypto back onto the platform make it not your crypto again? Yes, exactly. You send your Dogecoin from your ledger back to Robinhood, it's Robinhood's coins then. That's right. That's right. F the casinos. Exactly, DJ, right? Exactly. Yeah. I don't gamble anymore. I really don't. I played a little bit in May just for the fun of it, like old times. Played a little video poker just for the fun of it for a little bit. Made a little money and I was like, okay, thank you very much. I'm good. Oh, Ryan, you've got Luke. That's right. Cornette is a fun player. He is fun to watch. I'll miss him. Well, I'll see him when the Spurs play the Celtics. But he is a fun player. You've got yourself a good one there. Hey, Isabella. Charlotte was on earlier. Come to California. Hey, if it's like the middle of winter, I might hit you up on that. What are we supposed to do? No, it's not what we're supposed to do. It's just what we do. It's just what we do. Right? Buy the dips, DCA, hold, wait for the rips. When the big rips come, we're going to talk about taking slices of profits and not blowing your money, just taking the profit and saying, thank you. Nope, the weather girl wasn't here on this stream today, but Charlotte was here earlier. Who am I rooting for? Anybody but the Yankees. I want Toronto to win tonight and just say, goodbye, Yankees. And that's about it. Most likely it'll probably be the Dodgers, and is it Toronto or Detroit? Detroit, I think, would probably beat Seattle, but I don't know. I don't care. It's just not the Yankees. Anybody but New York. I used to be a security guard at a casino. I remember going in for shift. Old man was on a 100 line. Each machine, he was there my entire shift. He reserved the seat to go eat. Oh, yeah, that's crazy, isn't it, Brian? God. I mean, when I retire, am I going to just do that? That's a sad life. Can't do that. I want to do something fun and exciting. Not that. Second half of October, Magic. That's what I pointed to. Second half of October. I know Isabella and her homegirls. I know Isabella comes back. She's been away for a while. She comes back on a Saturday and then a Sunday. Yeah, they'll be back. You'll see Monica again, Isabella. Yeah, go Toronto. Pats beat the Bills. Wasn't that something, Forks? That was a fun game to watch. It's a fun game to watch. The Patriots are back. Looks like we got a real one in Drake May, our quarterback. Hi, William. How are you? Aloha, Duchess. The Pax Cat's right here. Hey, Cat, say hello. He's right there. The Pax Cat, just chilling on my desk here. Right, buddy? Come on, buddy. He's right there. Come on, just say hi. Nope, he's being stubborn because I'm not giving him attention. But he's here. A retirement, that is coming. Yep. It is coming. Having the house paid off was a big, big step. Because now, no mortgage. That really frees everything up. You're buying me lunch in 2 weeks? Okay, let's do lunch. We're doing lunch. Oh, yeah. How's the island today? A little hot. Tomorrow, got a big cold front coming into Boston. 80 degrees today, only 60 tomorrow. Cold, wet, rainy. It's like that's the end of our summer. It's now over. 29 cents tonight, 50 cents by the end of the month. $9. $9 Doge. Well, if Michael Keaton says it's going to be $9 in November, I'll take it. My cat snubs me. She's moody. Yeah, all cats are. This one is too. I mean, he's pissed at me, I can tell. Got his back turned to me. But he's here. He's close. He wants me to pay attention to him. The Pax cat. Like, nope. No, Larry's thesis is not valid. He already got liquidated, theoretically, but Doge isn't going to 22 cents. Will I stream from the nursing home? Nursing home? No. Kriss doesn't do nursing homes. No, sorry, Mr. Gensler. Kriss does not do nursing homes. Yeah, that rain is what's coming overnight, Mark, here to Boston. And then it's going to be cold tomorrow. The only time we get Doge to the moon is if we ask SpaceX to send a flag with the Dogecoin. That would just be such a cool thing to finally have a Dogecoin on the moon. And Doge is down 6%. The smelly one is down 11. Yeah, I'm never buying into that thing. Hey, James, thank you. Wondering if you have any BMNR. No, only the Doge. That's the only ETF I have is Doge, D-O-J-E, Doge. Getting rid of debt. That's what I've been saying all along. First thing you need to do. Get rid of the debt and go from there. Theses. I got lots of theses, Ryan. The Pax Cat. The Pax Cat buys PopCat. There's already a coin for him. It's PopCat. The cold front went right through your house today. Yeah, we need the rain too down here. We really do. We need the rain. Nursing homes are senior death camps. I agree with that too. I mean, if I get to the point where I need help, I can pay for it. I've got money to pay for that. I would hate to think like all of the money I've saved all my life for retirement would go for nursing help and medications and doctors and all that. But if that's what happens, that's what happens. It is what it is. But I'm not going into one of those places. No. Yeah. Larry is in Never Never Land, licking his wounds. You and Alfred have been looking at the charts. And Alfred says $1. Well, yeah. Alfred knows, right? He knows these things. Yep, DB. The house is all that's left for the debt. That's a good goal. Maybe it's next cycle, right? Because the first cycle, I couldn't get the house, right? But the second cycle, I took care of that house. If Dogecoin goes to $1 in the winter, take the road trip to Oregon. That's a long ways. The nursing home will have Mario Kart. I've got Mario Kart Wii here. I can play with the nurses in my bed, right? I can do that. No, Isabella, not in a nursing home. At home. I've got the house now. I don't need a nursing home. I'll pay for nurses to come here and take care of me. And I've already got the Wii. I've got the Wii. I've got Wii Sports Resort and Mario Kart Wii. Love those games. They're over 10 years old, and we still love to play them. We get them out every now and then. I know, Megal, right, Speed Racer? Megal over $1.80 today. Can you believe it? Your credit cards got canceled because you don't use them. Well, see, that's the thing, DJ. You have to use them, and then you collect the points, right? I go to the grocery store. I get 4% cash back using my credit card at the grocery store. Why not? Use the credit card. It keeps my credit. I make sure I pay it off every month, and I get free points. I just transferred like $400 into my bank account from my credit card, and that was for a couple months. That's $400 free money. It's like, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. You got to play that game. That's the game. Use the credit card, right? And you get, yeah, Ryan, like 4% at the grocery store. I get 3% for other things and 2% for some. It's broken up, but it's 4% at grocery stores. It's like, I'll take that. I go grocery shopping every week. Why not use the credit card, pay it off at the end of the month, and get the free money. I'll do that. Thank you. The banks don't like me. I'm not playing their game anymore. No mortgage, no loans, and I'm getting money, and I'm not leaving all my money in a bank account. Nope. It's all in the markets. Making money. Discount season is over. It's not coming back down to 24 cents. We'll see. Yeah, we were talking about Mario Kart, lower fifth. Mario Kart. Oh, I play with the nurses. No. I would not do the Bill Belichick thing. No. That is just a disaster. Bill and that girl. Oh my God, that is such a disaster. Isabella's going to become a nurse now. Oh. Maybe second cycle, but you're open for it happening this cycle. Okay, what's your price point you need? What do you need the price point of Doge to be to pay off your mortgage? Because we played that game. I think Jason came up with a number that he needed. UK credit cards, no points. Oh, dude, there's got to be something. There's got to be a way you can make the system work for you over there. There's talk about dividend checks. I don't want them, RKT. I think it's a disaster. Don't give out free money. Don't. It just leads to more inflation and just people doing stupid things. No. An Amazon Prime card gets 5%. Nice. And you pay some yearly fee, right? A monthly fee to be part of Amazon Prime. I don't pay for Amazon Prime. My debts are being worked on. Just got rid of credit card debt, vehicle payments. House is next. Awesome. How this cycle plays out will tell if the house can be paid off. Those are all great goals. Get out of credit card debt. Get your car paid off. No more student loan. Get it all paid off. Dave Ramsey's evil crypto cousin. Right. It's a Capital One card, Isabella. Capital One. They have a bunch of different cards. It's one of those. Look into the Amazon card. Yeah, for Amazon Prime, you just have to join with whatever the monthly fee is or yearly fee. And then that opens you up to their whole thing. Pay for everything with your credit card. Save your points till Black Friday every year. Have an extra $1,000 every Christmas. Credit card, an advantage if used properly. Exactly. Goose, that's exactly it. Isabella will give many old men heart attacks. Do I have any more L1s? I've got ETH. I've got SWI. For L1s. That's about it. Yeah, ETH and SWI. A little bit of SWI. I've got more ETH. It'd be about $3 Doge. Hey, somebody was just saying $9 Doge. So you get your house paid off and then some. It's $9 Doge. Rip the UK. You play Wii Sports Resort? I know. That's such a great game. Mario Kart. That Mario Kart Wii is my favorite game, and Sports Resort is number 2. So much fun. We love flying around the island, doing the bicycle, and it's all fun. I was really good at the archery. I got some good scores on archery. If you already have Prime, the credit card is a no-brainer. Yeah, I just don't buy that much from Amazon. I really don't. I'm just not I'm not a spender, like a buyer for all that stuff anymore. I've really cut down on all my spending. I mean, it all goes into crypto, right? I already got a house full of stuff, right? I don't need more stuff. Hedera's all right. It's had a tough time the past month. I mean, Doge is at 25 cents and H bar is where now? Where's my H bar? 21.9. I just don't think it has the potential of a big price explosion like Dogecoin has. Get Amex points, fly first class. I was thinking about like getting like first class on cruises or something, right? Going on cruises. You once had credit card debt that stressed you out. Yep, I had that too. I told that story. I had that credit card debt that I couldn't pay off, and yeah, it was there for a while. Dogecoin is technically an L1. It has its own blockchain. Yes. You could say that for Litecoin too, I guess, an L1. Same with Bitcoin. But it's not really set up for smart contracts like ETH, Solana, Cardano, and Sui. So those are called L1s. And then you can have other projects build on top of your blockchain. Hey, Jimmy-O. So what you do is you just slide your slider right back to the beginning and you just watch the first 10 minutes. And there's a message for you. The first 10 minutes, there's a message for you specifically. All right. See, Ryan, I knew somebody would ask. Tell Jimmy-O there's a message for him at the beginning of the live stream. No. It's archery on the Wii. It's not real archery. I'm not interested in real archery. Just buying more stuff. No. Yes, exactly, Nick. Say hi to Kriss at the start of the stream. He has a greeting for you. Yeah, see? See, Jimmy-O? Nick remembered. I have a special greeting. The UK gives points for groceries. Oh. DJ had bad credit card debt when you were in your 20s. Paid it off. I get it. But you can make money off credit cards as long as you pay it off every month. Right. There you go, Ryan. Yep. Special message. Now you remember. Oh, yeah. That was just what? How long ago? 2 hours ago? How long have I been on? This new screen doesn't tell me anymore. The old YouTube screen used to give me my... I have no idea. They got a new screen when you're monitoring your live stream, and it doesn't tell me my duration anymore. It's like, ooh, hiss. Yeah, I figured it's about 2 hours, right? Oh, yeah, it's 6 o'clock. Duh. I started at 4. Oh, I could have just looked at the clock. Duh. What did I do? I know, right? Stupid me. Stupid me. Yeah, 2 hours. Duh. The second duh of the day. Duh. Oh. You're a regular Amazon user? DB, it's probably worth it for you to join Prime and get the card. if it's truly 5% across the board cash back, is it cash back or is it credit for buying more shit on Amazon? Oh. If it's just credit for buying more stuff on Amazon, it's like, really? I can imagine that that's what it is. It's not real cash back. What is sad there, Big Mouth Rob? What's sad? Feeling sad about anything? We're having a good day, despite the pullback. Probably didn't have any BNB, which keeps going up. New all-time highs. BNB. I've never bought BNB. No, I take that back. I did have some BNB tokens back in 2021. Because I was trading on a Pancake Swap. You buy BNB, you flip it over to BSC, and you buy stuff like SafeMoon, right? Oh, those were the days. 2021, such a special year. I made money on SafeMoon. I sold it for profit, despite the reflections. Oh, not everything is 5%? Oh. Yeah, I'm good with my Capital One. It's a good card. Just pay it off. Just pay it. All right, so here we are, right at 25 cents, 24.9. That's where we're ending the stream. But you know what? I'll be live again tomorrow, Wednesday. Where are you guys going to be? 4:00 p.m. East Coast time. Make sure that you are subscribed. You've got your notifications on. Always like the stream. Leave a comment. Love to hear your thoughts, how things are going, how you're doing, all of that stuff. Videos in the morning, streams in the afternoon. We're keeping it going. That's right, Nick. We're all going to make it. We're all going to make it. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.